Hello and welcome to 90 Plus Tutorials led by Dr. Hydro, a medicine and surgery student of the prestigious University of Ibadan. If you're new, I'm Gabriel, popularly known as Dr. Hydro, and in this channel, what we basically do is tutorials, mentorship program, motivational videos, educational content, and medical school blog. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos to your friends and enemy. In today's video, I will be discussing UI POST-UTME, UNIBADAN PUTME, and it's actually not a news that I had 91 in my POST-UTME, and I'm here to teach you how you can also replicate such a crazy score. But first of all, congratulations on your UTME success. But Omo, POST-UTME isn't smiling. If you want to know more about UI POST-UTME, you want to know how I was able to smash 91 and how you can also replicate such a crazy score, then this channel is for you. When people see UI POST-UTME exam as an exam that is very difficult to pass, that your very high UTME score does not really matter as far as POST-UTME is concerned, that it is only the book rules that can do well in UI POST-UTME. Well, I will say they are not totally wrong, but let me shock you. Someone with 2-1 in UTME can have 91 in UI POST-UTME if he understands the exam. So what helped me despite going for the first time was that I have a proper understanding of the exam. So your high UTME score does not actually matter. So just see UTME exam as a different one and POST-UTME exam also as a different one. So it's just like the difference between your first UTME and your second or your third UTME. When we wrote our first UTME, many of us did not really perform well. But by the time we be going the second, the third time, we perform better. So what happened is that, okay, the experience and lessons we learned during the first UTME helped us prepare and perform better in the subsequent one. So but the way UI is strict about our question made it difficult for most students to have proper understanding of the exam, and that's why you need someone with a lot of experience and understanding of the exam to put you through, just like the way I'm here to do. A lot of students come every year and still struggle to make a 70. But here is me, first attempt, and boom, 91 shoot. But wait, before that first attempt, there were some battles which I fought and won, even before entering the exam. So the first thing I did is that I made sure that I have understanding of the exam. So even before entering the exam, I already have the experiences of about 20 different people. Because it is when you understand the exam, you can know the right approach to prepare. It is when you understand the exam, you can know what to do, what not to do, how to do it, and how not to do it. So just see. Let me use this as an example. We have WAEC as its own standard, JAM has its own standard, NECO also has its own standard. WAEC is different from JAM, just like JAM is different from NECO. There are some questions that WAEC can ask you, or JAM will never ask you. There are some questions that NECO can ask you that WAEC will never ask you. If I'm not mistaken, NECO can ask you calculus, like mathematics, but WAEC will not ask you calculus. So you see, the importance of having a proper understanding of an exam. Let me remind you of something really quick. It says the first will be the last, and the last will be the first. But UI POST-UTME exam took it personal. That's in Matthew 19 verse 30. So UI POST-UTME exam took it personal. And that's why you see someone with 280 making moves that someone with 330 could not. You see someone with 280 gets medicine that someone with 330 could not. You know why it's like that? Many people prepare for UI POST-UTME exam blindly. And that's why we say, if you prepare for UI POST-UTME blindly, you are going to fail. Without your 350, you are going to fail as if you wrote the exam with your eyes closed. Yes, let me repeat myself. If you prepare for UI POST-UTME exam blindly without your 350, you are definitely going to fail as if you wrote the exam with your eyes closed. And if you are planning to write this UI POST-UTME exam without having a proper understanding of that exam, you're only preparing for 2026 UTME. You're only preparing for 2026 UTME. The reason why we see a lot of students with a very high UTME score, right, and see for UI POST-UTME exam is because they don't have the proper understanding of the exam. And that was the first battle I fought and I won, even before entering the exam. So, do you want to understand the exam? Do you think you really have to have a very nice POST-UTME score? Or you also desire to be on the list of students that have smashed 90 and above in the history of UI POST-UTME? Then this channel is for you. This video is actually made for your sake. Another reason why I feel like people with a very nice UTME score fail to perform better in POST-UTME is as a result of all these educational consults. Some of them, the last time they wrote this POST-UTME was during 6 or 5 years ago, during the paper and pencil time. And the impression of the exam they had is what they've passed down and they're still teaching to date, not knowing that UI POST-UTME has evolved over time. You cannot compare the way someone that wrote the PPT will prepare you for the exam with the way I that wrote the CBT, Roman numeral structure, and smash 91 will prepare you for the exam. So while making my research, I asked one of my classmates. So he happened to wrote during the PPT, right? So I asked him that, okay, between this PPT and the CBT, which one is harder? He was like, I should not lie to you. The CBT is actually harder than the PPT. So you see another challenges many aspirants actually feel, because many of them put trust in maybe the tutorials or the mentor they have or the educational consult there, but some of them it's been a while they wrote the exam. So this video is going to be in series, right? And I'm going to discuss a lot of things, ranges from what UI POST-UTME is all about, what UI expect of you, UI control question, and how to answer question you don't even know, right? How to answer them correctly. I had 91, but I'm not saying that it's all the 91 question I got I actually knew, right? There are some questions that I met that I don't even know, but I was smart enough to know which is the answer and which is not the answer. So this video is going to be very helpful if you are planning to do when you are POST-UTME exam. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification button so you will not miss the next episode when it's dropped. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss what UI POST-UTME is all about and what UI expects of you. So UI POST-UTME is a 90 minutes examination, right? Comprises of your four UTME combination. That's 25 questions each, making 100. So 90 minutes for 100 questions. A lot of time. Time is actually not against you. So UI POST-UTME is just like a glimpse of what you are going to face when you finally come enter UI. Because your GES exam will be 120 questions in 60 minutes. 120 questions in 60 minutes. And UI POST-UTME is just 90 minutes for 100 questions. So the time is actually not against you. I've written several POST-UTME. I wrote University of Ibadan POST-UTME. That's a 50 odd question in 30 minutes. 50 questions in 30 minutes in mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, biology. 50 odd questions in 30 minutes. I wrote Unidonius. Also. Unidonius is also 50 questions in 30 minutes. So you can see that UI POST-UTME exam no really go far. Seriously, no really go far. If you are in the right place with the right set of people preparing you for it. And also is a computer based exam with an inbuilt calculator and a Roman numeral structure, which can cover about 75 to 80 or 90% of your question. And that's what made the exam seems difficult. Actually, UI POST-UTME is not difficult, but tricky, no doubt. So what does UI expect from you? What does UI expect from you? I'm sorry to say this. UI POST-UTME exam was not structured in a way to make everyone pass. The exam was not made to make everyone pass it. Let me use last year as an example. About 12,000 people wrote UI POST-UTME, but only like less than 4,500 students got in, were admitted. This year, like jam statistic, right? Let's say, let me say like 48,000 people choose UI, right? This year. So let me just say, okay, many people will change, many people will not have above 200. So let's say about 15,000, like average of 15,000 will come to write UI POST-UTME. But UI is still not go above 4,500. So UI is a school that deals with intelligent and smart students only, and UI will not do anything below average. That's why you see that even if you have 199, if you don't make up to 200, you will not be able to apply to UI. Even if you have 370 in your UTME and you can't make 50, yeah, in your POST-UTME, UI will not consider you for admission. So no matter how high your UTME score is or how low your UTME score is, UI has a standard which you must be able to fit in if you want to get admission into that institution. So UI has a standard which you must be able to fit in. And if you are not trying to fit in that standard, I'm sorry, you won't stop writing UTME, or better say, get transfer to a course that you don't deserve. So what does UI expect of you? Yeah, apart from being a brilliant student, in additionally to being intelligent, and not forgetting the fact that you're a book guru. Yeah, not forgetting the fact that you're a book guru. You must be a very smart student. You must be a very smart student. UI is an institution targeted by top and brightest students across the nation. And UI knows that our aspirants, they are aspirant with stuff like they are academically sound. So that's why UI will not test you based on what you know, how much you know, or that little that you know. How smart can you use it? How smart are you with what you know? So that's it, because when knows that many of the aspirants know this book, they sabi. So they will not test you on what you know, but how smart you can use what you know. Let me use medicine and surgery aspirant as an example. Like not less than, let me just average of 80% of medicine and surgery aspirant, they are academically sound. Like they are very good. But at the end of the day, like less than five, let me just say an average of 5 to 10% will later enter, because about 4,000 can actually apply, right? Medicine and social aspirant, and just 200 we getting. So you see the way it works. So it's just like the smartest and the luckiest 5 or to 10% of the intelligent, the smart, the gurus that came to UI POST-UTME finally got it. Now, let me use this as an illustration. So just see it as if we have a room of 50 people, and the 50 of them, they know like they know the Chinese alphabet, ABC to Z, they know it well. They are very good with it. So that's just the way UI sees all their students. So that's why UI will not test them based on the ABC they know. But those ABC you know, right? How smart can you use it? And that's why UI will ask you questions like this. Coming. Okay, check this for example. Diamond. Okay, I'm coming. Diamond is used as abrasive due to I durability, I melting point, I hardness, IV shape. Now, if you check some past questions, some people will go for C, right? That what C is durability and hardness. Some people can even go for, you can see some options that all of the above. Some people go for all of the above. But actually, if you are looking at this question, all the four options here are actually the features, right, of diamond. But why is diamond being used as an abrasive is not because of what any of these things, apart from its hardness. So it's because diamond is hard. That is why we use diamond as an abrasive. So you see that UI POST-UTME is not about what you know, but that little thing that you know. How smart can you use it? This is a UI past question. So the correct option here is B, which means hardness only. It's not because of its durability or its high melting point or its shape, but because diamond is very hard. That's why we use diamond as an abrasive. So let me check another question. Now check this for example. Now, if the kinetic energy is double, the de Broglie factor increases by. If the kinetic energy is doubled, comma, the de Broglie factor increases by. Now, a random aspirant or very innocent aspirant will be like, which kind of question is it? Where is UI bringing this question? But deep down, this question no go far. So what they are just asking is that if the kinetic energy is double, the wavelength factor increases by. So de Broglie, right, is also they are indirectly telling you about, okay, what will happen to the wavelength if the kinetic energy is increased. So this is also a UI past question. It's not really go for at all. It not really go for at all. So let me see if I should add another question to this or not. Okay. Now let's check this for example. Old fossil bearing rock tends to contain if as opposed to amphibians, vertebrates as opposed to invertebrates, invertebrates as opposed to vertebrates. This question, it seems very tricky. Some people will know you actually know what they're trying to say. But now they say old fossil bearing. Now it means like very like the when they this kind of this what this question what they want you is actually tricky, but it's not difficult. Now what UI is trying to ask is that, okay, which of all these, which arrangement like is correct for the first set of organisms to evolve. That's why they said old. Okay, which means like the which of these is the oldest. That's just what they are just trying to mean. So you see why I say you have to be very smart. So what they actually want you to choose is the option with the correct like settings of how the organism evolve. If you check one, the first one is what birds and amphibians. If you check it way, amphibians came before bird, right? According to theory of evolution and the likes, amphibians came before bird. So option A is out of I is out of it. If you check vertebrates as opposed to invertebrates. Invertebrate evolved before vertebrates, according to the theory of evolution. So I is actually wrong. So it is only invertebrate as opposed to vertebrate. So old fossil like bearing will contain invertebrate as opposed to vertebrate, which means the oldest, the most, the most primitive, right? The first to ever exist. You understand? So that's what they are trying to tell you, that old. So many people just we see this kind of question and get confused, even though it's not something that is actually hard. Is anything hard in any of these questions we have done? Nothing is actually hard. They are what you do, but are you actually smart enough to know what you are asking? That's why I said, despite even though you are a very brilliant student, in additionally to being intelligent and not forgetting the fact that you're a book, you must be very smart. You must be very smart. So the correct option here is C. Why? Invertebrate as opposed to vertebrate, which means an old fossil bearing rock will contain invertebrate, because invertebrate is the first to evolve. So I don't want to waste much of our time. Do you want to meet and practice a lot of UI past question and UI likely future question? So yes, I am currently running a mentorship program for University of Ibadan aspirants, right? So we've started already. So stream A, we've closed the form and application for stream A. This is like we've used more than a month already. So I just decided like, okay, let's not just make this thing be within ourselves. Let's just bring it to the public, so other people that also need help, that need this kind of opportunity, can also benefit from it. So that's normally it's we should not we are not supposed to accept any other student, because we took 50 students. That's just it. We took 50 students despite the applications we received. But we just feel like, since this is an avenue to help other aspirants, so it's a one-time payment, right? 5,000 naira. And there in this in the mentorship program, you get to practice a lot of questions. You get to have a one-on-one discussion, one-on-one meeting with I and my team. You get to meet with people of like mind, people that have done this exam, people that have smashed 90 plus in this exam. So there are a lot of like advantage for being among the students. There are a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions, a lot of what can I call it? Like a lot of mentorship program. Just imagine, just see what you actually did within these like few minutes you spent watching this video. Now imagine what you are now going to get if you now have access to my team and I every single day. So there are a lot of advantages, right, attached to the mentorship program, and it's going to be a one-time payment. Now we could actually make it free, but we see that if you don't just sacrifice, many people will not actually take it seriously. And because we want to make sure that those students will be having are students that are passionate and intentional about this thing. We don't just want anyhow student. So that's why we said, okay, one-time payment of 5,000 naira is attached to it. So if you think this will be helpful, if you think you also want to know secret behind my 91, you also want to replicate scores like this, yeah, you can join this mentorship program. You can check the description button for more details. Yeah, we see a form that you can fill the form. If you make your payment, there's after filling your form, you're going to see a WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp link, a link to a WhatsApp group. Make sure you join. Make sure you join. So after you fill your form, make your name, right, and your Telegram and WhatsApp number as the description of the payment. So once you make your payment, make your Telegram and your WhatsApp number the description of the payment. Add it there, so that the moment you make your payment and your payment is confirmed, we add you automatically to the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group. So join the WhatsApp group after making your payment. So I wish you the best of luck, and don't forget, this is a series. This is just the first part. Coming next time, I will be discussing UI control question, because there are a lot of stuff you really have to know about UI. There's no between like preparing for UI POST-UTME. There's no between like reading and preparing for UI POST-UTME. So that's why I say it is when you understand the exam, you know what to do, what not to do, how to do it, and how not to do it. So if you really wish to have nice score like the one I have, right? I think this is an avenue for you to avail yourself the opportunity. So I will be going now till we meet again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, right? Say your mind if this video really help you in the comment section. Share, yes, most importantly, share the video to your friends and enemies. Share the video to your friends and enemies, right? Yeah, enemies, because the Bible says we should even pray for our enemies. You understand? So share it to your friends and share it to your enemy. Application is open till yes, we are definitely going to make this one like a limited slot to just the first 50 people, because we don't want crowd. That's why we make it limited, because we don't want the situation where we have a lot of students, we are committing a lot of students that we cannot cater for. So just 50 people that we know that they will know us, we know them, and we'll be able to have one-on-one interaction and help them when they need us. So once the 50 people are like once is filled up, we are going to end for this stream. So thank you for watching. And once again, my name is Gabriel, popularly known as Dr. Hydro, yes, a medicine and social student of University of Ibadan. And I cannot wait to see you here. Thank you.